Okay, apparently this is working and up and moving and not an issue. Hi guys, this is Caffinejedi. Um, I just find live streaming a little easier than setting up my tripod and all that stuff. And a big part of that is because I am a mom to a toddler and she is very, let's just say, adventurous, as toddlers will be. Um, so I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to be folding crap tons of laundry as we talk because that's life when you have a family. It's lots of laundry. See, my beautiful singing voice. So anyway, I hope everybody out there is doing all right. Hello, Brandon Falcon. Thanks for joining. I just used one of those little shiatsu massages, but it's like the new ones on my back because, like last time I was on, I was like, my back, my back, my back, my back, because my back is screwed up because Blake is like she still likes to breastfeed and she's also well, it's kind of nice to get cuddles all the time, but she's very clingy and she's getting heavier. So it's kind of taken me off kilter a little bit. My balance is kind of screwed up, but I have a lot on my mind to talk about, and um, that's why I guess I just wanted to come up here and say hi, everybody, because oh my god, this laundry pile is just like a mountain. Jesus Christ. Ugh. That's everything I have to say for Anyway, I hope everybody out there is doing good. Hi, how am I? I'm actually really good. Everything is better than it was a couple days ago. I had a little bit of a mental like pop where I was like, I'm losing my fucking mind. Because I was contacted by. Okay, this is gonna be really weird to talk about this, but fuck it. Oh, thank you that you think I'm cute. Okay, so as we all know, a lot of us are stuck at home, and when you're stuck at home, you start to think about a lot of shit that you normally wouldn't be thinking about constantly. Anyway, um, for one reason or another, I guess I don't know if I don't really talk about this a lot, but fuck it, I think I should talk a little bit about it. So, many moons ago, what was it, like a decade ago? Yeah, about 10 years ago. Hello from South Africa. Oh, oh, cool. I always love the South African accent. I love it. I don't know. I just find it really interesting. Like it always like I can never pinpoint it. Like I could guess Australians, New Zealanders, most regions in the UK because I used to live there. Um, I guess technically I still also live there. I can get those regions pretty good, but South African accent, it's always the one is like, what is that accent? It is just I don't. I love South African accents. Um, I'd be even willing to take a visit over there. Anyway, what I'm going to say is, as I'm here, like like explain how my brain popped recently. So, as I was saying, people are stuck inside, and I guess thinking about a lot of stuff. So, it's taking me a long time to get to the point. That's typical me, not being able to get to the freaking point of anything. So, I mean, a decade ago, 10 years ago, I was sexually assaulted. Oh, I hate this. Such a downer. But that is what happened. Um, anyway, unlike most people who have this experience, I got an apology from the person. We have a lot of mutual friends actually, and it took a couple years for them to really realize what they had done. But I could say kind of accepted the apology, but I don't know if I like maybe. How could I say? Forgive but not forget. And I've mostly forgiven this person, but it still is a shitty thing that happened, and I still feel shitty from time to time about it, which is fine. You know, it's not fine that that happened. I mean, it's fine that we feel shitty sometimes. Hi, Simon. So, anyway, I get a message from him a couple days ago, and I think he was thinking about it because I'm like, why the fuck is he messaging me? And I know he was talking about this, and I like kind of was like, he basically said, because here's the kicker to it, we're still friends on Facebook because that's I don't. It sounds weirder than it is, but I have a reason for it. Like I said, we have a lot of mutual friends. Uh, so so he sends me a message and he's like, you don't have to keep me as a friend on Facebook because I know blah 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 blah. So, I guess he was trying to apologize. And I said, yeah, no shit, I don't have to keep you as a friend on Facebook. It's my fucking choice whether I want to do that or not. And my choice is that right now, for some weird reason, we still like a lot of the same things and share a lot of the same memes. So, sounds odd, but that's really what I think. I'm like, yeah, well, at least they post like interesting content. Um, and I know it sounds so fucking crazy to try to explain it like that, but I have another reason. It's a deeper, darker reason. Um, why not the police, my dude? Because I was really drunk, and it was 10 years ago, and I do not feel. And here's the deal. I understand this person and what they did was fucking horrible to me. I know that that was the last time anything has ever happened um, to that person, and they became like kind of a miserable person. And I want to learn to just like forgive, but it's going a little deeper than that. Here's the thing: there's a forgiveness with a layer of revenge that I have to get into. Sounds so fucked up. I'm playing the long game, guys. So this person, not only did they do this, they were also deeply, 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 deeply in love with me. All right. So it wasn't just like, oh, I got my kicks and that was it. No, no, no. There was another element to that. And you can really hurt fucking someone when they're deeply, 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 deeply in love with you. Not only that, having all their apologies like via text message with their name on it. I'm not ever going to use that in a bad way, but it's nice to know that I always can. So, anyway, long story short is I got all these messages and I'm like, oh God, um, thank you for messaging me about how I don't need to have you on my friends list on Facebook, but it's my fucking choice what I want to do because this is my way of coping. And I think that that's just it. I get really pissed about a lot of people who are like, you can't put rape in media and it's fucked up and you can't do this because it's triggering, it's triggering, it's triggering. I cope by making jokes about it. I cope by making light of it. You know what? That's my fucking coping mechanism. That's how I'm dealing with it. And, I hate when people are like, you can't deal with it. That's not an acceptable way to deal with it. That's how I deal with it. So anyway, sounds kind of fucked up, but like, so this guy messages me, and I couldn't help but think about it. I'm like, this fucker is real. He is like getting a little like he must be thinking about it because we're all at home thinking about crazy shit, and he must think about this shit a lot because, as far as I know, and as I'm pretty sure that that was the only instance anything like that happened that he was the perpetrator of. Um, But not only that, I was like, this motherfucker is about to get real hard and dirty in a career of his. And I'm like, I bet he thinks I'm going to just fucking swing that shit at him. I think I wrote to him, like, when he messaged me. I said basically I didn't want to talk about it. I was like, I can't talk about this fucking thing that, I'm going to need shit tons of therapy for. But if you're worried, I have no immediate plans to Tara read you. If you guys don't know, that's the Joe Biden lady, the lady who came out and said Joe Biden fucking sexually assaulted me. Um, so I did that like kind of half-heartedly, half joking, and then I thought to myself, but I kind of want to put it in his head that I always have that possibility of just when you least expect it, motherfucker, I'll spring this shit on you. Like I said, I don't really think I'm going to do that. But it's always good to have that ace in the hole. Anyway, I know that that's that's kind of a crazy thing. So let's read what we got here. Brandon, thank you. Do you miss Japan? Hell yeah, I miss Japan all fucking time. Um, I love Japan so much. I think it's like one of the only. Busty's goddamn phone is going off. I gotta get it. Hold on. Bossy does this terrible thing where he puts a math question here. Why would you do that? Okay, 91 minus 61 is 30, plus 39 is 69. Yes, I got it. That's my math for the day. Anyway, so that's happened recently, but it like totally threw my brain out after getting those messages because like I'm like, what the fuck? I'm dealing with all kinds of shit right now because we're all stuck inside, and I also have my business is still closed. That whole fucking shit's going wrong, and anyways, like I said, making me a little crazy. But I was talking about why if I miss Japan, I miss Japan like crazy. I can't wait to go back. Um, if I could, I would live there again until Blake was to go to middle school because I would not want her to go to Japanese middle school and high school. I don't like the system of the Japanese high schools and middle schools. There's something off about them that other people talked about it a lot. They're really rigid and they like to throw you in a box. But um, the elementary schools I find are very good. I find that the system of of trying to make sure that you care about yourself because I think children, even having a child and having taught before, children have an inherent selfishness because not that they mean to be, but I think instinctually us as humans we don't learn empathy. We know sympathy, but we don't learn empathy until we're a little bit bigger. That might be me bullshitting, but I think that in general that's true. Uh, so I think that it's good that the system of elementary school is all about caring about the other students and as a group, and I think it's very important to learn. Um, Let's see. What else do we say? Why not the police? I explained that. This is really depressing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, make sure he's not a leftist and just ignore your claims, Thick. Oh, thanks for the. Did I give you guys a booty shot? Folding baby clothes and talking about potential revenge. I miss Japan too, well, bits of it. Well, mostly my friends there. I have some friends still in Japan, and the food was amazing. It's very clean. It's relatively safe. It's very good for families, like it's for children specifically. In the countryside, Tokyo's a little crazy, but like what I mean is it's safe. And Basti's undies. That's what I'm folding right now. All right, that's Basti's. That's Blake's. Babies have more fun. Get it? All these fucking shirts are nothing but puns. I'm gonna see if I find a few more. I don't know why. That's like a big fashion thing. It's like let's put on uh, stuff like that. So anyway, I hope all you guys are doing all right, everybody. If anyone new has joined us, hello. I will continuously say if anyone new has joined us, hello, because I'm wanting to be friendly to anyone coming in. Oh man, but my back is feeling better. It's my hips that are screwed up now. God damn it. But anyway, I want to talk about a couple things going on. Lots of people messaged me. I'm in LA. If I'm okay, is it burning to the ground? It's not. it's They did a curfew, which was more annoying than anything because I was like the grocery stores were closing like super early, and not just grocery stores like CVS and things like that. And dude, sometimes you need to buy some stuff. All right, I have a baby. And sometimes you just need the stuff. You don't, the stuff could mean anything. Diapers, uh, maxi pads, cough syrup, Jack Daniels. No, that's not for her. That's for me. All right, let's see what this one says. Short stack. And it's got pancakes on it. There you go. Short stack. um, but anyway, I've been, like I said, things that just, that took me for a loop, and I went down a fucking rabbit hole of like, oh God, what the fuck am I doing with my life? This all sucks, and ugh. Jesus, I need to be better at stain removal. I am not good at this. I'm good at like getting my family members to buy Blake more clothes. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at like, oh Blake, your clothes are getting small on her. And also, she's the only little girl in the family. And there you go. New clothes arrives, usually from my aunt and my dad. Man, I don't think we bought Blake any clothes. Like me and Basti were making that joke. We're like, we've never bought this girl anything. Not that we don't buy her stuff, and if she needed stuff, we would buy her. I'm just saying we tend to have our families tend to give us so much stuff that We haven't needed to yet, but we're getting to that point. And like me and Basti were like, also our clothes, me and his clothes and the baby's clothes, we're like, man, our clothes is looking ragged as fuck. We have not bought new clothes or new wardrobes for each other in years. So we're gonna put some money aside. And when the stores open back up, we're gonna just like, each of us buy like 3 or 4 bottoms, 6 or 7 tops, some new socks, possibly 2 new pairs of shoes because holy hell, me and Basti are looking terrible recently. You know, actually, he's looking slightly better than me because he managed to get a few good T-shirts, and I spent my money on 1 pair of shoes because, of course, I'm a woman. Uh, let's see. If we could put pictures in the chat, I'd show you the ankle I rolled playing basketball. Oh no! Need suggestions for how to dupe a young doctor into giving you what drugs? uh, Smoke weed every day. That's what I'll tell you. That'll make you feel better. I'm in California, so that's how people deal with it here. But ice pack, my man. But I've broken both of my ankles on separate occasions. Once was my birthday, the day before my birthday, in Switzerland. I'll never forget because I did it while walking because that's how much of a spaz I am. Yeah, in the middle of winter, in a really nice in Zurich. It was really nice. And before I was supposed to go skiing, we even went to the ski resort. I couldn't do anything because I had a broken ankle, which I didn't know was broken. I was like, it must be sprained. And then we get to the like a massage place, and the like masseuse looks at my foot, and he's like, you need to go to the freaking hospital and get this looked at because this is probably broken. It is black and blue and really horrible looking. So Vicodin hookup. I do not have any hookups for any drugs here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard for me to find some blow and magic mushrooms, but uh, and weed you could get a shot. But no. But anyway, for the most part, where I am in LA, I mean, apparently they ransacked Rodeo Drive, which makes me like honestly, out of all the places that they've kind of screwed up, like I'm not for looting, but that one kind of brought a smile because I'm a little commie fuck sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, take it, fucking Gucci, a little bit, a little bit. I don't. I feel bad for anybody who works there. I know I have friends who work at Beverly Hills near Rodeo Drive. I don't want them not to be able to go to work. Not that they could anyway because fucking Corona. LA still hasn't opened up most places. But I I don't think you know I don't think you should. I feel bad when they like set fire to like the local bus stop in the middle of like some poor neighborhood. Uh, that's kind of screwed up. I'm like, no, God, no. People need that bus stop. That I hate. And in general, you probably shouldn't loot because it's bad for the economy. But the French Revolution was just nothing but fucking burn it to the ground. They literally murdered people. Not murdered people. Yeah, would you say it was a murder? Would you say killing your king is a murder? It's regicide, I suppose so. Um, Good question. This is getting too philosophical. Let's see. I meant from a doctor. It's a good job Frederick is in here, or he keeps going on about how about your ankle in Switzerland. Oh my God, poor Frederick! And I always feel like an asshole. I didn't see him when I was there because he thought I was gonna message him, and I was waiting for him to message me. I was like, well, I'm sure he'll let me know if he has time to hang out. And he was like, oh, I'm sure she'll want to hang out and she'll message me. And then we missed each other. To be fair, I was only in Switzerland like 4 days, maybe 3. But I felt like such a jerk because I should have met up with him. I was like, oh, but we were both expecting the other one to like message the other one. And like I said, then I rolled my ankle out and not rolled my ankle, broke it like pretty severely. It's still years later has not quite recovered, like 5 years after the fact. Hello. So yeah, okay. So I need to talk to you guys about something that's been driving me a little not crazy. I mean, everything drives me crazy, but um, I don't know. I guess because I went down the whole Micah Stoffer route of stuff, and then I started looking up a bit more about family vlogs. And I know some people really, really hate them, and I don't really watch them too much. Like I said, I think the only one I watch, which would be considered a family vlog, that I have never seen anything particularly harmful on it, is I don't even know what they're called. But it's a family. The girl is Muslim, and the guy is Korean. And both of their families were like super against them getting married. And didn't really attend their weddings, don't talk to them. It's like really sad. And they have baby girl together. And so I follow their like little life story of how occasionally the parents will want to talk to them, but then also chicken out and then not talk to them, and they don't meet the little girl. And I don't know why I watch that, but I just find like it's like so sad, and also I find them really sweet how they still love each other through all this craziness. And I've never seen anything that I find specifically exploitative about them. It's just usually them sitting on the sofa, occasionally their daughter's with them, and they just talk about their lives. And that's about it. That's the only one I ever watched. But then I started finding out about other ones, and holy hell. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the last streaming I did. Let's see. Fucking Jacobs Jacobins? Jacobins? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Oh wait, just getting on the topic now. Yes, I know. Now I'm getting on the topic. 20 minutes later. Doesn't matter, all right? I do what I want. It's my channel. Ugh, I hate myself for doing that. Anyway, so the thing I was gonna say is I started watching all these other family channels, and they're freaking horrible. Oh my god. Um, but I'm gonna get into the layers of why they're horrible. So the last time I did a stream, and Blake was in the background. See, Blake is still sleeping right now. She's a late sleeper. She goes to sleep late. She wakes up late. Kind of good in a way, kind of horrible in other ways. But baby girl's still asleep. But the last video I did, she was running around causing chaos and mischief and all the craziness that comes with having an actual toddler. Like that is regular. Blake is completely normal, and there's only one of her, and that is what really happens. I wanted to show you guys legit. This is my life. My life is banging noises, crying, her going down the slide, toys everywhere. She climbs on me. She wants me to play with her because that's motherhood. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is beautiful. It is kind of annoying, but that's how it is. That's and the thing that pissed me off, I think, is I got a comment that it was like somebody said like, "Oh, this is too noisy and distracting to watch." And that's the whole issue I have with goddamn family channels. These pristine, freaking perfect illusions these bitches are putting up, which is what they're fucking doing, is a lie. All right? And if they are managing to do that, it's by literally pushing and pulling their kids into that, because children are not like that. And I say that because not only as a mom, this one's leopard print. As a mom, but also as a former preschool teacher, that children are not like, what it reminds me of, these fucking families want? They want their kids to be like the damn, oh my god, what the Von Trapp family. You know that moment in the beginning where the dad introduces the kids to Maria and The Sound of Music, and they all have to step forward, and they don't have toys, and they just all wear the same uniforms, and they all just march in place. Like that's what these freaking families think, that like, or are putting up the image that that's how children are. And it's bullshit. That's not how children are. That's not how children will ever be. And if they're showing that image, it's because they're freaking crazy people. All right, and they're. All right, I'm gonna talk about 8 passengers, because never have I felt so much like punching a bitch in the face like this mom. Um, so hi, if you'd see my video, I want to punch you in the face. I have no plans to. It's not a threat. It's just me stating my want and desire that I don't plan on following up on. But I find you to be scum. You are scum. All right? One mom to the other. You're scum. I can't stand you. Oh God. Have you guys ever seen these people? All right. Uh, Let me explain a little bit about this family of. They're Mormons, I think. I believe somebody said that they were Mormons. They have disabled all comments on their friggin' channels, because they should, because they're horrible. They're just horrible human beings who put everything, like they broadcast everything about their kids. All right, there's this one video, and it made me like literally sick to my stomach on the layer of as a former teacher, and on the layer of a parent. All right, so this fucking bitch, which is what she is. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. This bitch gets on fucking camera, proudly proclaims how she thinks she gets a message from her youngest daughter, who's got to be like 5, skinny little girl, skinny, and it's freaky. It's like too skinny. You know what I mean? When you see a kid and you're like, ooh, this is getting to that point where they're a little too thin. Their daughter, she get a message from the kindergarten teacher or preschool teacher, I don't freaking know, that the daughter forgot to pack her lunch, and because the daughter forgot to pack her lunch, she's 5 years old. Keep that in mind, please. Oh, here we go. Sorry, there was a disconnection there. Um, I'm back. Anyway, this lady goes off on how she wishes no one feeds her daughter because she wants her daughter to learn the responsibility of that if she forgets her lunch, she should starve. Okay, I'm gonna explain how much I hate this lady on every level I could think of. So let's start on the teacher level. I'm a teacher. I was a teacher. And there is a kid in my class and they're freaking starving, which means that they're acting out, which means they're going to be much more a pain in my ass than the kid if they were not starving. Because hungry kids, well, let's just face facts, they're a little more agitated, grumpy, they're not listening as well, they're not learning as well. So then I'm like, all right, we have rules in the school. The rule is you have to bring your kids lunch, and you did not, you as the parent failed to provide this lunch because I don't care if you say that they're supposed to pack their own lunch. I don't, go to that kid and be like, well, you're in trouble now. No, 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 no. Buddy, the buck stops with you, all right? I say that as a parent. The buck stops with you. So if this kid is not able to follow your rules, that means you screwed up, all right? So now you're causing me trouble as the teacher because your failure as a parent, all right? So let's continue on. This lady then proceeds to make it a big thing about, like, she sends the most snarky ass comments back to the teacher. I guess the teacher called her in for like a teacher conference. It was like, yeah, parent teacher conference, and laid down some law on her, and she's like, was really bitchy about it. Like, I'm not neglecting my child. I'm not neglecting my child. You are neglecting you're literally doing that because you're thinking that you're gonna be like this super parent. Oh my god, just the worst. So then as a mom, like, I'm like, how could you want your child to starve to teach them a lesson? What is this, fucking Dickensian orphanage? No. Please, sir, can I have some more gruel? Oh my god. Everything about you sucks. So then she has a bunch of other kids. She puts up fucking videos about them getting their first periods and puberty, and like, oh god. It's the worst. It's the worst. So anyway, I am just I'm just I can't handle this. And then so then they have an older son. I think his name is Chad. Who names their kid Chad? Who does that? That's abuse in itself. All right. So Chad um is like, I'm gonna have to check my comments elsewhere because I think my stream is so screwed up. Oh, thank you for the good English accent. Oh, I guess the comments are working now. So they have a kid named Chad, and Chad is a teenage boy, and like they made him sleep on the floor. Like, they took all his stuff. They take all their like they're very draconian in their like parenting style, and I guess he's acting out for it. And their answer to their son is acting out because they're draconian psychopaths is to send him to some wilderness retreat where they treat the children like basically crap, in order to like mold you into a new person. I watched this documentary once, which was molded. Chad, the male version of Karen. God. Uh, anyway, I watched this documentary once that was it was actually produced by Lance Bass for I don't know if you remember Lance Bass from NSYNC, and it's called Kidnapped for Jesus, and it shows you how absolutely horrible these type of places are. Um, a lot of the people that the kids that they sent there were like gay. It's like or have mental problems. It was the most, like, those places are child abuse and they deserve to be shut down. And the one that they did in Kidnap for Jesus, like, the way it went was, I don't know if you guys ever seen this documentary. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Is the woman who was in charge of the documentary was Christian. She was very Christian, and she wanted to go find, follow one of these camps to show how what good work they do for these kids. She gets there, she starts filming, and starts realizing this is abuse and it's terrible. And she goes, basically that's what she realizes while doing this documentary, that it is abuse and it's terrible. And she comes to her own realization and like tests her own faith, and it's like really heavy stuff. But it also, just the abuse that they have for these kids was gruesome. One of the kids, because he was in a different country, and he turned 18, and like there was like his friends in America were trying to save him. Oh, it was heavy shit. Anyway, my point is, this mom sends her kid onto one of these camps for 10 weeks, and and she's all high and mighty about it. I hope that adjusted your attitude. That type of fucking. I want to smack you in the face. Everything about you sucks. Everything. Oh, if this could be like the anti version of myself, it's this person. This is the opposite of me. Literally, do you ever see like your yin to your yang? That was it. This is this lady. Oh my god. Everything about her. She has a shit ton of kids. She's like this prim and proper bitch. She's a Mormon. Like everything. Like this is like anti me. She's. I can't. I can't. I just can't stand her, dude. Everything about her, I can't stand her. But they have millions upon millions of followers, and that's what YouTubers want. I guess that's what they want to promote on this channel. I'm looking to crack 300 views, which is it's my own fault. Maybe I'm just not interesting enough. But I certainly don't think you should be rewarding evil, if I have to say it, because that's how I feel. I feel like you are rewarding evil. That is these people. Oh, anyway. If you don't, if you want to feel like, punching your screen, uh, I recommend you check out whatever 8 Passengers. They've like you can't comment on anything. You can't comment on their Instagram. You can't comment on their Twitter. They only the most perfect things are being allowed up because they want to keep up the illusion. It's typical family channel. Typical family channel. You want to keep up your illusion of, oh my god, I'm such a good mother and I'm perfect and I always am the most fashionable and my house is always so clean and look at my prim and proper perfect little children. Hee hee hee. I'm going to show you how they got their first period. Ah! You're the worst. You're the worst. You know what? Fuck it. I'm proud of my chaos life. I'm proud of my fucked up hair. I'm proud of the fact that I'm wearing, men's boxer shorts and no bra. Woo! This is me, bitches. That's too memeable. Okay. Because I'm not an asshole. I mean, I am, but not to my kid. Jesus Christ. God, I can't. I don't know, like, literally feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like when you drink too much oil in your food. Yeah, it seems to taste nice, but when you take a bite out of it, oil goes running down your throat and it just sours everything. All right, so that's my thoughts on that psycho family that I hate. I don't hate the family. I hate the husband and I hate the wife. And I have great sympathy for their children. I still hate Micah Stauffer. She also sucks. And I hate almost all these family channels because they are gross and the worst. And they're proud of it. And they parade this shit, get millions of views, get tons of sponsors. And YouTube is like, look at this nice, good, old wholesome family content. This nice family abusing their children. Well, disciplining, really. I don't know why I'm going off on this, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. I think like I said, it's like if you meet your true, like the bizarro version of yourself. Like the bizarro version of myself is this psycho bitch. Anyway, back to it. So, even though I talked about the protest earlier, now I'm gonna go jump back to my next topic that I was gonna talk about, which was this little green dress. Matches this is Blake's eye color actually, very similar to this dress. She's got like a hazily greenish eyes. So every time I put this dress on her, it's like really pops her eye color. What was I gonna say? Besides how angry I was talking about this lady. I can't watch any more about her. Except that I hope that she, people are starting to make videos about her, and I'm really hoping it's going to be a Daddy 05 situation. Like, it's like, yeah, we're going to show you what a psycho bitch you are. Be proud now, little lady. I don't know. One can dream, right? Sometimes it does happen. Drunk family on the first show would be a good anecdote to watch. I haven't seen that. Mm. Damn, this makes me thirsty. Going on a psycho rant like that. I haven't had a good rant like from the core like that in a while, and I was like I felt it bubbling. I was like, ah. Okay, so thing I want to talk about next is so these officers who've all been arrested for George Floyd George Lloyd, sorry, not Floyd. Is it George Lloyd or George Floyd? Oh my god, I should know that. Anyway, you know exactly what I'm talking about, George Lloyd, for basically his murder. Their charges have all been upped. Well, for example, like it didn't go to manslaughter; it went to third degree murder, and I think then they upped it to second degree murder. Third degree murder is like basically you kill someone by like gross negligence, and it still counts as murder. But now they upped it to like intentional. I think second degree is like there's some. Is it unintentional? I can't remember. God, Stephanie, you took law. You studied law. It's been a while. It's been like 7 or 8 years. So, um, my point is, I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound controversial, but it's not if I explain it correctly. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to up everybody's charges, and it's not because I don't think they don't deserve these charges, but it's gonna be a much harder sell. All right, so it's already insanely difficult to uh, properly not only charge but successfully convict police officers who are, found at least to be charged with gross negligence that results in murder. Um, no, it wasn't manslaughter. They're being charged with murder. Manslaughter is like vehicular manslaughter. You didn't mean to kill someone, but you did because you were negligent. But then there's like murder by negligence. Third degree murder, which is gross negligence. So like I said, there's various levels. Anyway, so they're upping these people's charges. Like everybody's charge got upped. I think manslaughter became like third degree murder, and third degree murder for the guy with his knee on the guy's neck became second degree murder. But I'm gonna say that it's like way hard. It's gonna be like that much harder for the prosecutors to get a full conviction because, like I said, they already have problems with that. Not only that, like I always think back to the one that really fucked it all up, which was Casey Anthony. I don't know if you guys remember the case of Casey Anthony. It was a Florida case. It's fucked up. Casey Anthony was charged with murdering her daughter. They never. The evidence was a little shaky, but like the lady was, she was so bonkers off the fucking wall. She seemed like she definitely did it, and like it was much easier. Like when I looked at the evidence later on, because I'm really into true crime channels. That one I like. I like true crime channels. Um, the evidence did not show an intention to murder someone. Like maybe she did, maybe she totally did. In fact, I feel like she's an evil bitch of a mom, probably killed her kid. Um, but like I said, there's a difference between manslaughter and she was charged, I think, with second degree murder. But they couldn't find, there's a thing called mens rea. All right, so this is old law school bullshit, but that's what's your intention is what you're going to get charged with. So if you kill someone unintentionally, uh, there's very like I said, there's you get usually a manslaughter charge. It depends how much intention was in your head. So that depends what charge you got. So Casey Anthony was not fucking charged with manslaughter, which is way easier to prove that she killed her kid but didn't intend it than it was that she killed the kid and didn't intend it with a murder charge. So guess what the fuck happens with Casey Anthony? She gets off scot fucking free because they wanted to go in for the murder charge. And maybe she did fucking murder her kid, but it was so hard. First off, when they found the poor little girl's body, it was so badly decomposed. They couldn't find any trace of how she was killed. All right? So you're not going to be able to prove like how this girl died. How are you gonna prove, the intention that this girl was killed on purpose as opposed to accidental and just like thrown in a bog? It's real fucked up. I don't want to think about it. It was a horrible thing. Also, her lawyer was like fucking went to Barry. I think he's a Miami dude. An old Cuban lawyer, man. She like Cuban doctors. She had a Cuban lawyer, and he Cubaned up that fucking trial real good. I don't, I don't even know how to explain that. Other Cubans, you'll understand. What I mean is, he came out very with the strongest Latino machismo you could think of, and he made it work. So she had a good lawyer. Um, dude, but okay, so we're back to these people, the cops who've gotten charged, and all. I feel like yes, like I said, I feel like it's a little bit. It pleases the crowd that we have upped the charges. Look at look to the people. I know this is a terrible thing, so hear me out, people. We've upped the charges, but I really feel like that might be making things more difficult in the future to get any kind of conviction. So that's how I feels about that. Oh, anyway, God, I feel like I'm getting tired just talking. I use a lot of energy. Uh, anyways, so that's my feelings on that. So I don't know. Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys even know what I'm talking about? I know it's getting like overly complicated. Um, I wish I could stay a little more focused. My brain just goes like off the wall. But that's me. That's just who I am. All right, now we've got the leggings. Blake, these are cute. Got little hearts on them. Blake dresses much more fashionable than I do. Probably because my aunt bought her clothes, and my aunt is like the most fashionable woman I ever knew in my life. She is, she's one of those people who work in retail, like, because they enjoy it. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, who works in retail for fun? My aunt. She doesn't anymore. She helps run her husband's landscaping company. Oh my goodness. See, Basti has all of this clothes is Basti clothes. God damn it. Where's my clothes? Oh my god. It's like never ending. It's never ending laundry. I'm getting tired just looking at it. Anyway, who else is out there right now? Getting really hungry. I always have another one coming, so there's probably another one coming soon. I feel it. No, it's gone back down. Damn it! I hate when that happens. Ugh. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want. Oh yeah, I'll talk about one more thing that has been on my mind a lot. That I guess it's funny because I'm in my mid 30s now. Oof, hate to say it, but yes I am. I'm in my mid 30s, and I always feel like I've always had a lot of trouble with being sexy, which is I know it's odd to say that, but it's true. Like I don't think I've ever been really comfortable in like myself as a sexual being, and then I had this whole thing about oh no, I'm gonna do burlesque. I'm gonna have this big awakening of it in like my late 20s, and it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And then my parents, I mean my mom. My dad was really supportive. My mom was a total dick about it. Like, what will your aunt say? I'm like, well, what the hell is she gonna say? Is she gonna tell like if you don't give me a Christmas card, I don't give a fuck what you say. All right, like if you're at that family level for me, where you're not bothering to send me a card for Christmas, go fuck off. Like I don't care about your opinion. All right, but they got really upset about it, and I had to make a whole big thing about standing my ground and being like, I just want to do this. Fuck off. I'll show my titties to who I want. And that's been fine. And then I had Blake, and in the process of having Blake, I became a lot closer to my family, my mom's family. And my dad, I'm always close to, and my dad's family, it's a little bit gray. Not that I dislike them, we're just different people. So, anyway, I had Blake, and like the way people made it sound like when you have a baby, like your body's gonna fall apart, like it's gonna be like a fucking marshmallow peep in the microwave, like oh things never go back to where they are, holy shit. And I definitely have like a couple stretch marks, and I'm a little like my little poochie area is softer. Like it's harder to like the skin is just like the elasticity in the skin is just not what it used to be. But it's not like oh my god, I fucking fall apart. My body's just. I'm sure if I would stop eating fucking cocoa pebbles for dinner, I could probably get into better shape. But I'm also a mom now, and there's always this thing about like moms are really harshly judged if they're like sexy at all. So like I refuse. Like I remember, I made this picture of myself. I was like, you know what? I'm proud that I'm finally getting back into shape. I've had a baby. I'm gonna post this photo of myself, basically in my underwear, on Instagram. Posted it, and then immediately I deleted it. I'm like, no, I can't fucking put this up. I'm gonna get like my fucking aunt calling and my cousins, and they're gonna say shit, and then they're gonna be like, especially my mom. My mom's gonna call, and she's like got this Cuban ability to get really, really loud. I share it with her, but she's like an expert at it. She's like, I'm like, oh god, and she not only that, like it re-energizes her, so like she'll just keep going, like it's loops. Anyway, I'm sounding making my mom sound like a dick. She's not. She's a nice person. She's a little bit crazy, so am I, but she's not evil incarnate. I guess, I like her better than I like that bitch from 8 Passengers. Fuck that lady. Fuck you. Anyway, so, as I was saying, what was I saying? See, I started like, so Basti went through this phase. I'm sure he's still in the phase where he thinks dragons are real because Basti is a crazy conspiratorial man who has all kinds of insanities. Anyway, so he's like, dragons are real. So I got him this really lame ass dragon shirt. Um, I feel like if he was a 13-year-old nerdy boy, he would really like it. But I bought it for him. uh, but anyway, so as I was saying, like I'm not. I feel like I second guess myself, but at the same time, I don't want to seem like I'm like some frumpy old like house cow. What is a house cow? Like you have your cow inside? It poops in the house. That'd be very difficult. Anyway, my point is, I kind of, I want to be comfortable in my own body again. I think also having the constant aches and pains isn't making it easier. And it's just been hard to find that right balance where I feel comfortable, being both a sexy lady and a mom. Um, I should make a slight effort to not look like complete garbage all the time. But like I said, it's really difficult because Blake, I'm wearing whatever shirt I am, and then Blake will be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna stick my hands in this mud. Ooh, I'm gonna stick my hands on you." So yay! You get little handprint mud handprints all over yourself, and that's my life. That's my life, and it's now or never. I forgot the rest of the lyrics to that song. You know what? I know some people really hate Bon Jovi. Like, who was it that really hates Bon Jovi? I want to say it's my writing partner. That he went on some Bon Jovi rant. He's like, "Oh, fucking Bon Jovi!" Like he's really into music. In fact, he's a very accomplished musician. He used to be one of the either the bassist or one of the guitarists with Dolly Parton's band. Um. Anyway, he went on a fucking rant on Bon Jovi's suckitude. Hey, shout out girl, please. Zoen Aldu. If your name was slightly more pronounceable, I would give you a shout out. So I'm going to try it again. All right, let's try it. Zoen Aldueza. Hello, Zoen. That is Zoen, right? I said that correctly? Because I'm not saying it again. You're doing great. I can't fold laundry and do my live streams at the same time. Listen, my life is all about doing things at the same time. All right? If I didn't, then nothing would get done and nothing would function. All right? Nothing. Anyways. But no, I mean, the one good thing about the last few months is that like I feel like I've been very productive. I've gotten a lot of things done that like a lot of old projects that have been sitting in storage that I haven't been able to do anything with. I'm like, oh, like, well, that's how we released Drowning in Sunshine. So Drowning in Sunshine got released in so it's on Amazon Prime. Where am I? My back? Like this thing is just like sometimes it works really well and sometimes it just goes. Damn those Mormons. I find a lot of these big murderers are also like Mormons or in the like they use Mormonism for like their fucking insanity. Anyway, if in case that got missed, I think it did. I was saying that if you guys want to watch Johnny and Sunshine and are not either you don't have Amazon Prime or you are not in the U.S. or the U.K. and you don't feel like paying for it because fuck you, Stephanie. That's why. If you DM me on the Caffinejedi Facebook page, I'll give you a link. You can just watch it because if you want to support me, which is awesome because I'm great. No, I'm not. I am great in my ways, in my own special ways. Okay, this pile is finally starting to go down. See, this is regular mom stuff. Stephanie is crazy haired, and that's how it goes because I need to straighten it. Because if I don't straighten my hair and I let it just be itself, be wild and free, it's not societally, it's not acceptable to have this type of hair in like the grocery store. You look like a crazy hope. But that's how my hair looks naturally. I brushed it. That's just what happens. So I keep it in this nice, convenient little ponytail. I kind of miss the blue hair, you know? I had it for years and I really loved it, but it was really hard to keep maintaining, and I had to bleach the crap out of it, every couple months, and it would stay in the bathtub, and I'd always have to re-blue it, and then I had blue all over my face too, because it would take forever, because like that dye was strong. But I kind of miss it, you know. I did love my blue hair. It was fun. It was fun for a while. Now I have grays, which are not as fun, and that sucks. Boo to gray hair. I'm coming out here. I'm getting like this little skunk stripe. It's like, oh shit, fucking aging. Oh my god, there's more clothes underneath this pile. It's like never ending. Oh. All right, it's my own fault. I didn't do laundry in 2 weeks, and then I was like, I'll just do it all at once. So, I don't know. Do you guys watch any of those family vlogs? Does anybody watch any family vlogs or any? Because I don't know. Why would you? Because they're terrible and the worst. In fact, I'm gonna make it my mission to find. Okay, so like I was thinking of how I'm gonna transform this channel because obviously my channel has been dying. It's dying, but it has been dying. You know, the views go down every year. It's just not what it used to be. So I was thinking, like, a lot of the times, I'd like to say it was fun vlogging, but people aren't that interested in the vloggy part of stuff. Some people are, but not very many. People want to know something, so I was like, what the fuck do I do all day that I could, like, somehow turn into YouTube content? And I finally figured out what the fuck I do all day that could possibly be transformed. And that is, I'm going to do, like, these actual reviews. I have a family. Why would I watch other people? Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do reviews on children's shows, movies, cartoons, but I'm going to make it quite comical. Like, the reviews are aimed to adults, so I'm not going to make it like, family-friendly content. In fact, I'm going to make it very unfamily-friendly content as I review the excessive amount of preschool-aimed TV shows that I've been watching lately. Not only TV shows, like also YouTube channels. Like, there's a crap ton of them. Because some of them, the funny thing is, like, I could say, like, I'm going to just rip them apart because they all suck. But they don't all suck. Like, I'm like, some of these are pretty fucking funny. Some of these are terrible and make my brain fucking melt out of my ears. But that is the plan forward, I think. Because if there's one thing I've learned, is that YouTube wants you to have the same exact content again and again and again. I'm really hungry. Okay, we're getting there. Once I get through all this fucking... Okay, so Basti has stolen like 3 pairs of leggings of mine. Why, may you ask? Has Basti stolen my leggings? Well, he's been doing jujitsu with a neighbor, and I guess they wanted him to wear like quite tight clothes because it makes jujitsu a little bit easier. And he took a few leggings. I mean, I got really pissed about when he started taking a few. I was like, you better take the right ones, because if you take my fucking favorite leggings, I'm gonna scalp you. Oh man, I don't have a lot of clothes that I like. So like I was saying earlier, me and Basti really need to buy more clothes. So I was like, if you steal the ones I like, I'm going to break your face with a very large stick. Oh my god, we're finally getting towards the end here. This is just unbelievable. Oh, Basti's Borussia Dortmund shirts. That's the family team, apparently. Basti picked it out. I don't watch enough football to care, so we got tickets to a Borussia Dortmund game in Berlin, and Basti was supposed to take me to Berlin, and then he couldn't because we had a whole fucking thing about oh yeah, when I was doing my immigration, I couldn't leave the country. This was when I was doing the immigration in the UK. I couldn't leave the country, and then I got really pissed. And he owes me skydiving, which was the first fucking present he was supposed to give me, and we never went skydiving because time and effort and money. But you know what? Fuck that. There is one thing I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get the money, but I'm sorry. I'm saving now. It's for my 35th. But I'm not going to do it actually on my 35th because it's going to be fucking freezing. I was born in February. All right, so what I really, really want to do, really, really want to do, I mean, I have to do this. This is like one of those dreams that I'm like, reoccurring dream that I have to go do. Is I want to go do the great white shark dive in Guadalupe, Mexico. It's like off of Baja. I really, really, really want to do this. Like, I've been wanting to do this like for my fucking whole adult and childhood. Like, no, since ever I knew a great white shark existed. Like, this is something I've had to do. All right, so I really want to do this, but I also am kind of terrified of them. So it's like both like face your fear and like live your dream all at once, wrapped together. I need to do this. So I've been starting to do some research into it because I want to go to like a legit company that won't have me eaten by a shark, and also one that doesn't use unethical practices. Because for one thing, you should not fucking chum sharks closer. A lot of the places I think in the United States and Australia they don't do this anymore. South Africa used to do this, but I'm not sure if they still do either. The problem being that if you chum the water for great whites will start to associate people with food, and that's not good. And also, it makes them aggressive. Like chumming shark, like great whites. Like I don't know if you guys ever remember that beautiful scene in Finding Nemo where the little bit of blood goes into like Bruce's nose. And he like his eyes buzz out like he's just fucking taking a line of coke. Like those Pixar. I was thinking to myself like those Pixar fucking animators must have known exactly what blow does to someone because that's exactly what it looks like. Like blow or meth. I was like, oh my god, that's very accurate. Just one bite. Anyway, I really, 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 really these fucking underwear. Like I know I'm just saying like I'm not trying to be sexy. These things like are so fucking tattered. It's ridiculous. How can I wear these? Like, God, look at this fucking shit. They're like goth underwear because they've really fucking lost like the elasticity and everything. These things suck. I mean, I'll still wear them because I refuse to throw them out until I get new ones. But anyway, like I said, great white shark dive. I have to do this. Um, it's like a couple days and it's very very expensive. It's like more than a couple grand because I can't go alone. Like Bossy's gonna come with me, so it's like two of us. We have to go. We have to do it when like my mom or my dad are in town, or even Bossy's mom, but probably more my mom. Because when Bossy's mom comes to visit, she really wants to spend time with us. We don't see her that much. See, this one's cute. It's a hedgehog. Hedgehog! I like all of Blake's little onesies. Uh, yeah, we would need someone to watch Blake a couple days because obviously we can't bring a baby with us to go great white shark diving. I mean, I don't think you can. No, 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 I definitely can't. I wouldn't want to even if you could. Even if they were like, yeah, no, no problem, bring your baby. No, I'm not bringing my baby to a great. No, that's a level of no that I cannot cross. See? Because I can't do that kind of shit because I'm not a bad mom. Like that psycho bitch from Eight Passengers, who I hate. What's her name? Is her name Ruby? Oh, what a fucking horrible name. You suck. Boo. Sorry, I can't. You know what? I don't want to get caught with like, YouTube does this thing like, oh, that counts as bullying. You can't do that. That's bullying. I don't want to get dinged for bullying, but I truly do not like this person, um, because she's just gross, just gross in every possible way. But she has a lot more followers than I do, so I used to hate that about YouTube, and I think they still do it, which is like you can kind of basically swarm, uh, like swatting, but even smaller than that. You could swarm people if you have enough followers. You're like, look at this person talking bad about me. Go minions, swarm their channel, ding everything. It's like the fucking flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. It's exactly fucking how I feel. So yeah, that's always the thing that you have to worry about when you've got a little channel like mine. You know what I really like about this channel though, like this, even though it's small, is that I can talk to people easily. Like if people DM me, I answer because not that many people do. So when they do, it's like an easy answer. It's like, oh, hey, how are you doing? Unless it's for nudes, then I tell you to go fuck yourself and block you because no, you cannot have nudes, especially not for free. No, it's so fucked up. But no, I don't usually get those DMs. I do get people saying that they like my channel and I make them laugh, and some people say, fuck you, you suck. But, most people are nice. I would say that I have a relatively nice group of people who watch me, which is cool. I am shedding like a dog. I should have just picked that up somewhere. Okay, this pile is getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. We're finally getting towards the end of this big pile of laundry. Okay, I think we only got a few left. Okay, this is Bossy socks. That goes in the Bossy sock pile. More Bossy underwear. Uh, let's see. What can I think of besides what I want for breakfast? Because now I'm getting to that stage of things. I'm like, oh man, I'm hungry. I did all right, so yesterday I decided to go for Little Caesars pizza, which is kind of the worst. But once in a while, I get a weird craving for it. And I had that weird craving. It came. It was like that time of year again where you get the Little Caesars craving. And I ate it and I was like, wow, this isn't good at all, but I can't stop fucking eating it. I don't know why this happens. I don't know if it's nostalgia, but I get those. The same thing happens with McDonald's. I don't know. Do you guys ever get nostalgia cravings of food that you don't even like anymore? But as a kid, you'd eat, and now you're like, whoa, this is fucking horribly gnarly and gross, but for some reason, I still want it. Just a little bit. Are these unicorns? Unicorns. Unicorn Christmas trees. Oh, we should still shove Blake's little butt in these. My little, I know. She does not have a little butt. Blake has got, like we always say, she's got her Cuban butt. Uh-oh. Is that Blake? I also have a neighbor who makes a lot of noise. So it might be them, but I have a feeling that's Blake. Hold on. I have no idea, to be honest. It's the same for me, but Pizza Hut. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I want Pizza Hut. They don't make the stuff I eat as a kid anymore. It no longer passes health and safety regulations. You know what I found funny when I was living in the UK is that you couldn't Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops and a lot of American cereals couldn't be sold in the cereal aisle because they have such a high sugar content that they should be classified as candy, which I found hilarious. Also, it was super expensive. I think I paid almost $9 for a box of Lucky Charms once because I really wanted it. I was like, I need these fucking Lucky Charms. Ah! Oh my god, I'm getting to the bottom of this pile. It's never ending. It's never ending, guys. It's never ending. Ah. Okay, okay. Just a few left. Stephanie, onwards and upwards. We are going to go forward and keep doing laundry. And so I have this friend. He's kind of a cool guy, and he's in my acting class. But he's he's off the wall, and you're hard. He's one of those friends that's if you don't really chase them to hang out with you, which is always the worst that you have to do anyway. It's not that they won't hang out with you; it's that they just forget. So this person, I think I got kind of frustrated. I was basically ready to be like, you know what, I'm done fucking with this friendship, and not that I didn't want to say that, but I was like, I'm done trying to hang out. It's hard for me to try and make time. So either you want to, or you don't. And then I get a message. I message him basically well, dude, I got your chessboard. Let me just go drop it off. And I can drop it off with your roommate. I don't need to see you. It's fine. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let's hang out. Let's finally hang out." I guess he was. Admittedly, I think he was buying a car, so I probably was busy. Um, but I also mentioned that like I wanted to go on vacation with Bossy. Me and Bossy might go to Big Bear, which is a few hours out of LA. It's in the forest and it's apparently quite nice. But I need a little change of atmosphere because I have been here a little too long and I'm going a little too crazy. So it's time to change the pace and get my ass out of here and go somewhere else. So we might do that. And anyway, I mentioned this to my friend, and immediately he's like, "Yes, let's. I possibly want to go too. I've always wanted to go there." So maybe he'd enjoy it. Maybe he could bring. There was this. I don't know if he has a girlfriend. Maybe he does. I don't know. He could bring them too. We then have to. I just want to make sure I plan the right amount of people coming. Like, he's always switching who he's dating though, so I never know. It's like, is this the one you're dating, or is this the one you're dating? I don't fucking know anymore. Uh-oh, it's definitely Blake. Hello, little lamb. Wait, no, stop. You stop. Okay, now you can go. Sorry. I didn't want you to catch a view that you shouldn't be catching. That was Basti. And Basti likes to sleep with no clothes on. But oh my god. I think I'm down to the last few bits. These leggings that also have shit tons of holes in them that I can't get rid of because I love them so much. They're from Uniqlo. That's a Japanese brand. Japanese brand all made in China. I think it's made in Vietnam now. I don't know. But I do enjoy Uniqlo's clothing. They have the best leggings. I've never found better leggings in my life. So, that's my shout out to Uniqlo. Okay. 2 towels left and then just some socks. Oh my god. I feel like it's the longest amount of laundry I've had to do in such a long time. Gonna fold these towels. Throw him some leggings. No, Basti, yeah, he probably will come in here as soon as I'm done and pick up his clothes so that he can put it away. Oh my god. Okay, we're almost there. Which means I'm going to be heading out soon so I can finally have breakfast. Because I'm hungry. I'm wanting breakfast. Okay, now I just have the socks that you can't ever fucking match because who knows. Victor does laundry videos, but not like this. Yeah, I know. This is like legit laundry. I actually do laundry during my laundry videos. Okay, this sock matches with this. No, these two match. I'm gonna make them match. I don't care. Fuck it. That goes there. These also don't match, but I'm gonna. Hey, honey. Hey, sweet lamb. Hi, lamb. Hi. Mm-hmm. Your first diaper? Oh, Daddy gave you a nice fresh diaper. Good. Okay. Blake is shameless, so she's going right for the boobs. What? Your house? Yeah. You want to go in your house? Mommy's just going to move some of the laundry out of the way. Okay, baby girl? What is that? Oh, she's learning the alphabet now, so. Ah? She's learning the alphabet in German, by the way. Ah again? Very good. She kind of knows it better than I do. Yeah? You like it? Should I get you? You see the other ones? I know what you want. All right, good. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to everybody. Okay? So, anyways, guys, obviously my attention has been taken by precedent. Okay. I know. See, she's already in boobing position. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here because that's it for me. End stream. Okay, we're going.